song about being engaged in the present and not drowning yourself in the potentialities of tomorrow. It goes like this. Who knows how long things will last? Who knows how it goes? The future runs straight through my past, but knows not what it holds.
I'm Janine Schultz with FM News 101.1, and we're sitting here with JC and Billy from JC Brooks and the Uptown Sound, and it's a massive week for you guys. You're releasing your first album on Bloodshot. It's not your first album, but it's your kind of label debut. It's called Want More. How's the week been going so far?
So far it's been packed. We just came here from a Windy City Live sound check, as you know, because I mistakenly called Janine earlier. Like, how do we get in? What's going on here? What's wrong? No, but it's been.
And of course, my first thought was, why are you calling me at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, right.
You're a rock star. Shouldn't we both be sleeping till 3?
Oh my God, we should. No, but with interviews and, doing press and then rehearsals for the big show on Friday, it's been a very, very tiring week.
Yeah, I think you have this conception of like, oh man, I could get signed to a label, I'll put out a record, and then, things it's easy. But then that's when you got to wake up at like 7 in the morning to get to a sound check somewhere, and then your days, it's great. But all of a sudden, it's almost like having a new job, and you're like, okay, well, I have to learn how to, play on the radio and play on TV and do this, and do this stuff. It's exciting, but it's definitely new.
You have to brush up on your schmoozing tactics.
Yeah, you really do, Janine. You really do. That's a lovely ensemble you're wearing, by the way. It's really nice.
I picked it out just for you guys. And we match kind of. The blue,
yeah.
a little.
You do.
We talked on the phone earlier about this.
Yeah. We planned it.
And just speaking of dress, right now we're very casual and all, but for people that come to see you, you guys suit up and, kind of making it this collective thing, like the whole package, the music, the dress, the...
That's a great question, because it feels like right now, so much every time you play, like for instance, right now, like every time you do something, it is recorded, and it is always part of the package. So if we go out and we play, anywhere, whether it's an in-store or something, that we definitely want to have the same performance in the feel that the record does, or that the live show does. So it's important, I think, that it's always part of that you're never like, oh, I saw the band, but it was a regular show. Like for us, every show is like this. It's JC Brooks and the Uptown Sound. It's showtime, man.
Well, and also Billy and I come from a really theater-based background, so it helps to contribute to that feeling of a show. When people come in, they see us in suits, they know they're not just going to see a concert, they're coming to see a show. So, that's kind of been part of the aesthetic from the beginning, and that's one of the things that, though we're careful to try to avoid getting like trapped in throwback soul or, that sort of revivalist territory, that's one of the things that we borrow from the old soul aesthetic is, dress up like you're coming to work and we're trying, guys, to be better dressed than the audience.
Although today we didn't do it.
Oh, well, I mean, who knows who our audience is? Somebody might be sitting up there in sweatpants, no shirt.
This is the most dressed down we've ever been.
And let's talk a little bit about, Want More and signing to Bloodshot, I guess. How did you guys capture, or was it hard to capture your live sound on the album? And what has it been like working in a label system?
I don't think that we were necessarily trying to capture our live sound with the album. We're just making a record of these songs as is, and we also sell volumes of live music. But yeah, the album is more of like a record of the songs at this particular point in time, and like we have alternate versions that we play live, and I think it gives more incentive to come out and see us live as opposed to, buy the album, please God, buy the album. But it's a different world, it's a different show.
Really, we were already working on the record before we had signed. In fact, I think we were almost done recording it before we were signed. So the record is purely us. There hasn't been like some evil old man with a mustache we need a hit single here, boys.
But no, thank you so much. We're here with JC Brooks and the Uptown Sound. Their album is called Want More. It's out now on Bloodshot. You can get it at all the usual spots, your iTunes, and if you're feeling
and your local record
Tower
store.
Records.
You can still go to real
All
record
those
I was gonna
stores.
say, if you're
places,
feeling
yeah.
throwback enough, based on the music, you
Find
can
a
actually
Sam
go to
Goody, I dare you.
a record store.
That's a throwback. All right.
But this is Janine Schultz with FM News 101.1.
Who knows how long things will last? Who knows how it goes? The future runs straight through my past, but knows not what it